After 5 years, it would have been trained so much with the data that even the human mind cannot process. So Lilly can literally take over the human employees. Hey guys, welcome back to AI Banter with Namya, and in today's video we are going to learn about McKinsey and their new generative AI that they have developed, and it is called Lilly. So now let's go on to the video. Let's see what McKinsey is all about and also their new generative AI tool that they have developed for their colleagues called Lilly. If you don't know about McKinsey, so let me tell you something about it. It was founded by a professor actually whose name is James O. McKinsey, and McKinsey is actually one of the largest global consulting firms of the world. They offer their best services to the world's leaders, the governments across various kinds of sectors like public sectors, private sectors, and even the social sectors. They work with the best people in order to provide consulting services to various kinds of organizations and companies. In this new world of artificial intelligence, where almost every company wants to participate and build something new that is related to generative AI. If we talk about OpenAI's ChatGPT, Google's Bard, Snapchat's My AI. So even McKinsey decided to develop their own generative AI software that is known as Lilly, and that is available for its colleagues so that the work of the employees could get easier and they could spend more time in doing productive things rather than the things that can be done by an AI robot. What Lilly's main aim is that they want to eradicate the regular practices of writing emails or combining various kinds of reports so that the consultants can give them more time in problem solving of the client, interactions, building capabilities, and increasing their knowledge in the field. Basically, what the company has done is they've put their entire data into the AI model so that it can have access to literally each and every information of McKinsey and then provide its solutions like what it thinks is right. It is of course a large language model. If you do not know about that, you can refer to my previous videos where I have told about large language models. So Lilly is one of the generative AI large language models that can access the previous data and then use their previous experiences, examples in order to provide information for the future. It can also help the employees to answer various kinds of queries where they may be granted with innovative solutions from the past data. So that is really cool about it, and definitely McKinsey is one step ahead from many consulting firms that exist in today's world. What actually it is, we know that it is a generative AI tool, but what it can do is that it can provide its employees with the best patterns that have been forming over the years, and also they help them with data that is required for a particular query, and furthermore help them to supplement the finance and the consulting projects of the employees. Let's see the blog that McKinsey has released in order for the world to know about its new generative AI bot, that is Lilly. This is the blog that McKinsey released to the world introducing Lilly. So they said, meet Lilly, a generative AI tool that's a researcher, time saver, and an inspiration. It talks about the economic potential of generative AI, and the experts describe how over the decades technology has given people superpowers. Lilly basically aggregates all the knowledge of McKinsey in one place, and it has been done for the first time, which will further allow them to spend more time with clients, activating these insights and recommendations, and also maximizing the value that they have created. It says that knowledge is the life force of McKinsey. Definitely, for any AI model, knowledge base is the most basic data that it requires so that it can further make more insights and recognize patterns. It refers to AI as the superpowers for identifying and solving their problems. If you further want to know about McKinsey's views on generative AI, you can refer to these articles and just give them a read. They're really productive and interesting, and you're definitely get to know more about AI and consultancy. So it says productivity gains of LILLI are very interesting, but the ability of inspiring new ways of looking at problems and answering the questions is invaluable. McKinsey looks really happy with their invention of this generative AI tool, and surely it would be a very big help for them. As they said, it's a time saver and literally an inspiration. Well, it's an inspiration to them, their employees, but also an inspiration to other consultancy companies to launch their own generative AI tools. So basically what large language models do is that they provide the answers in the form of human-like text. So when there's a very large knowledge base that McKinsey has already provided LILLI, what it will do is that it accesses the knowledge base and then provides the answer to the question that has been asked by an employee. So this furthermore helps the employee to do better work, but definitely it is a scare to them, because in some years when the AI model will get trained, so maybe it can eradicate even the humans that have been employed by McKinsey. One must really understand the importance of artificial intelligence and just put in their hard work to learn this skill in order to not get replaced by anyone. So now let's divide the learning process and the implementation process of LILLI. First of all, let's come on to the learning process, where it has access to all of the knowledge base of McKinsey. So it can literally learn from every email, from the client projects. It has access to every presentation. It knows about every mistake that is made by the customer or the employee of McKinsey and how they corrected it. It has access to each and every report, the mathematics and the statistics. So how can you not think it will not change the whole way McKinsey works? Definitely, it will make McKinsey more productive, more creative. Now comes the second phase of LILLI, where it helps the employees. In the first phase, it was learning. It was learning from the data, from the knowledge base. But now in the second phase, it's helping the employees to implement the previous knowledge. This is actually the present that we're talking about. Now it can help the employees to write every McKinsey email, then every client report. It helps them to prepare presentations, then it helps them to give insights. It helps them to identify patterns, which actually, if you think about it, can eradicate the professions of a business analyst, a data analyst, and what more. Like, there are so many recommendations that are provided by the consultants, but what if AI is able to provide a better recommendation? And of course it would be, because in the coming years, like after 5 years, it would have been trained so much with the data that even the human mind cannot process. So LILLI can literally take over the human employees, but for the company it's gonna be very profitable if the human employees actually work with LILLI and provide a very good productivity. Last phase, that is of course the final phase, is the phase 3, where LILLI actually takes over. This phase is not even near if we talk about it, but it's not that far also, where LILLI can actually interact 360 degrees with its clients. It can provide better insights. Then it will be able to write all the emails, generate reports, prepare presentations without any help of human beings. It would look at the cost-effective solutions and would optimize human efficiency as well as corporate efficiency. It would do that's best for the user and best for the company. Now, let's see these phases in the basics of visuals. So let's suppose this hand represents the human work and this hand represents LILLI and its work, like what it does and everything. So like for the phase number 1, human work is this much and LILLI's work is just this much, where LILLI is learning from all the data and is collecting the information that is provided by all the employees. Now we come on to phase number 2, where the human work becomes this much and LILLI's work becomes this much, like almost about 50%. And then our last phase is phase number 3, where human work just remains this much and LILLI's work is this much. And let's consider this approximately as 100% bar, where 20% would be human while 80% of the work could be done by Lilly. Now, actually, let me show you one example. Like, of course, it's not from the Lilly generated AI bot, but let's now use ChatGPT and assign it a role of a shareholder of a consultancy company, where actually just remember the thing that it has not been trained for any particular company and nor it has got like each and every detail of the data. So it might be a little bit abrupt, but just to give an understanding of how AI actually works and gives the responses to the employees, let's head on over to ChatGPT and see. So here we are on ChatGPT. Now let's see if I'm a client and I want to ask supposedly Lilly, like our imaginary bot, because we want to see an AI generated answer for a consultancy company. So let me give ChatGPT a role. You are a consultant in a big consultancy company. Here is a question that the client wants to know. Please elaborate your answer properly with your views in it. So now let's see what ChatGPT has to say, and let me just paste the question over here. What are the best practices for ESG, environment, social and governance reporting? And here we go. So now we are receiving the answer while we've given the role of a consultant to ChatGPT. So now this is how elaborate an AI can answer, even when it is not trained specifically for answering the consultancy questions. Now just imagine, what if Lilly is trained so much and it has so much data with all the numbers and the patterns that it can actually give 100%, literally almost 100% accurate answers to the clients. So it gives you each and every best practice along with all the explanation that is needed. For example, performance metrics, risk and opportunity assessment, forward-looking statements, stakeholder engagement, data accuracy, etc. So now this was just an instance where I wanted to show you the power of AI in a consultancy firm. So this was all about Lilly, McKinsey's generative AI bot that they have developed for their employees. I hope you guys liked the video, got to know more and more about artificial intelligence and new kinds of bots that the companies are releasing. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel down below. Share this video with your friends, family and colleagues. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.